record on his computer. Yes, please. Okay. All right. Happy Monday. So we only have a couple of these large team calls a month, and they're super fun. And so I'm super glad that you are here tonight. Everybody wave to each other. Hi. I totally get it if you have to turn your video off, but it is really fun to be able to see everyone's faces. So welcome to the team call. So tonight we are going to be talking about how the heck do we use our team pages, because we have only had them for the last 2 months. And while I've been tweaking some things and we've been getting some feedback on some different stuff, our systems are only as good as the people who know how to use them. And so if nobody knows how to use them, then the systems don't really matter. So I want to make sure that you understand the tools that we have at your disposal. That way you can give me feedback or say, hey, do you know it'd be really cool if this, or this. And then you're also able to just know where information is and know how to plug people in from the get-go. That way they get plugged in and they are loving life and feeling comfortable and awesome. Okay, so before we get started, I just again want to say thank you for jumping on. And this is being recorded, so if you have someone on your team or your downline who's just dipping their toes and wanting to get involved with this team and this business, or if your upline is not on the call, you can send them the recording or tag them in and be like, hey, I was here, it was awesome, missed you. But we know some friends have some stuff going on. Specifically, I know some of my level ones got newborn babies and trying to have newborn babies and all kind of stuff, getting married this week. So we know that our friends are busy, but that's why we record these, because it's important information we want everyone to have. Okay, so to get started, I wanted to talk to you a little bit. In Maui, we heard from one of the most up and coming, he's just awesome. His name is Bob Heilig, and he is a strong Christian man, and hearing from him was just phenomenal. I really think that his message and who he is really speaks to what our company is about, because he was all about having us take care of people well and to be a people that want to lift other people up, and that's exactly who we want to be. And so he talks a lot in his leadership training and things like that about systems and creating systems for your team and for, onboarding, for leadership and all this stuff. So while our team has a long way to go as far as growing and creating and developing systems that kind of just work like a well-oiled machine, that are duplicatable for you with your people and your teams as they grow, we are on track and we're getting started with a lot of those. And so again, like we said at the beginning, systems are only good if you know how to use them. And so I do remember being frustrated earlier on in my business when people would be like, oh, it's just plug people into the system. It's just a well-oiled machine. And I'm like, but I don't know what it is. Can you tell me what the system is? Because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know that frustration. And for the life of me, I do not want any of you to be in that place. But do want you to see what we've got available, so that if you have some great ideas about tweaking it or adding to it or changing things up, that little by little we can incorporate some more things that are going to be so beneficial for our teams. So systems. So basically tonight we're going to talk mostly about an onboarding system and a training for new ambassadors type of system that we have in place already. So I'm going to screen share. If you're on your computer and you have your phone handy, you can be scrolling through your phone with me. I am going to be screen sharing from a desktop. So obviously things will look a little bit different if you're on your phone. And I may try at the end to just see what that stuff looks like from a phone and see if I can screen share from there too. But we can go through it on the computer, and then it'll be easy to kind of find once you're on your phone too, because I know most of us work from our phone. So let me screen share real quick and then we'll get started. So the first place we're going to go is to our movers, shakers, and difference makers page. And that is our full-on team page, right? Oh, let me drag us over here. That goes down there. Okay, this is our full-on team page. So this is the page where we are going to be adding any and everybody who is a preferred customer, a retail customer, and anyone who signs up wholesale, even if they want to work the business. everybody comes here. This is our community. These are our people, right? This is what we want people to see, who we are and what we're about. A post needs approval. Oops, the portion needs to, okay, I'll do those things in just a little bit. Okay, so the first thing, let's say you just signed a new preferred customer or a new ambassador. The first thing I want you to do is find my face with the pink around it. This is our welcome video. It's gonna stay up here. I created this video specifically to just show people our heart and help them understand what they've become a part of. We want people to jump into our community, whether or not they're like already gung-ho about the products. Maybe they're just learning or they're still skeptical. Whether or not they even want to touch this business, we want them to know that they are valued and that this is a place of encouragement and uplifting in all areas of life. And for sure, they're going to learn more information about their health journey too. So down here, you know, we've got a little blurb right here, but for sure, we're going to comment. And you'll see there's a lot of comments on this because this is everyone we're adding. See, Kimberly Rush, she did a great job. We're welcoming our friends. Take a second to watch this video up ahead or up above. And then I'm going to tag you in some posts from our welcome unit to help you get started. Something like that. Kim's doing a great job. She's adding a lot of people. Agatha, she did an awesome job saying that stuff. We want them to know what to expect. And you guys, some people, you might feel bossy if you're going to say something like that, but truthfully, giving people directions helps them feel more comfortable. So by saying, hey, we're so excited that you're here. Everyone help me welcome you to the team. Hey, so-and-so, go watch this video when you have a second tonight. And then I'm going to tag you in a few other posts today and tomorrow that will be helpful. They'll know what to expect. They'll feel more comfortable and they will do those things most likely, okay? So that is step number 1. Tag them into this welcome post. Okay, step number 2 is then, do you see over here where I am now circling, it says units. This is something that is new to Facebook and something that we have been using, but you may not have realized they were there. It is awesome. It is basically our posts here on this page. Sorry, now that I can find them, they are our posts, but the ones that are super important or that we're constantly having to scroll through and find to tag people in a well-organized place so that you don't have to continue scrolling for ages and ages, okay? So the welcome unit, when you hear us say tag people in the welcome unit, this is the welcome unit right here. There are 5 posts in it currently. The first one, the yes, you'll earn money. This is what it looks like. The reason we have this one here is because everyone who has 100 PV or more is going to earn, whether it's $2 or $3 off their triplex combo, or let's say they have a customer or they're ordering a few more products, they might be earning like $10 to $20 a month and not even realize it. And if that money sits there and they don't ever do anything with it, it can incur fees and all that stuff in their Plexus wallet. So we want people to understand, look, you're gonna get an email. This is gonna happen. You're gonna earn some money as long as you're qualified every month and you're ordering your products. So we want you to know how to set this up and get your money so that you can use it on your products or to buy a new purse or whatever you wanna use it for. So that's why that's first, because they will begin to get emails about that and we don't want them to think it's just garbage, it's real. This one is one that I tag all of my new people in. Something that happens, people are just used to being tagged in groups, right, or added to groups. And so we want people to be a part of this community. We don't just want them to be a stalker in this community and just watching it happen. We want them to involve themselves and invest themselves. And the best way to do that is to break the ice. If someone has ever commented on anything once, they're much more likely to do it again. If they have shared something personal about themselves and had some positive feedback from that, they're much more likely to comment on something else and involve themselves in other conversations. And so this is why this is the first one really that I go to tag people, and I welcome them myself over here, and then I tag them in this and I say, hey, share something about your family and your favorite picture of you guys here so we can get to know you, right? Because I don't know why of you all in the comments. Because we want them to involve themselves. So say hi, welcome yourself to the community. So that is definitely a place where I would, there's Leslie. She says, hi, I'm Leslie, I live in Snowball, blah, 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 blah. And she's got this beautiful picture of her family. Same thing. These people now feel like they're more a part of our community because they are. Every single person that's on this page should feel welcome and loved. And this is a great way to let them know that that is it. On the flip side, when you see this pop up in your news feed, a great thing to do would be to comment and welcome those people with a little welcome below that, right? On any of that stuff, on the welcome video, MJ does a great job, Megan does a great job at that, Leslie, you do an awesome job, and Josie with your team too. Anytime you see someone be welcomed, know how good it would feel for you if someone said, yes, welcome to the family, or we're so excited that you're here. The difference that that could make for you sticking it out through detox or something, because you know there are some awesome people pushing and right there with you, right? So that's what we want to be for people. We want to be a light and an encouragement for people. The second thing that I love to tag people, and I guess technically the third because of the money post too, is a tell your people post. You guys, every single person should be given verbiage to do a shout out post when they join. Accountability is huge. Even if someone doesn't want to share the business one iota, for them to say, I'm so thankful for my friend Kelly. She has, you know, shared this with me and I'm excited to get started. She's seen some great results and we'll see what happens. Like, that is not threatening at all. It, even for the most closeted introvert, to do that for you is actually pretty common. People are going to jump on and do that. And so right here, we have in this Tell Your People post in the welcome unit, the verbiage, just exactly what they can copy and paste, and to post it with a great picture of their friends, or no, these are my friends, of their family or their dog or whatever it is. And so what we aim to accomplish with that is to let them open up about what they're doing. So many people want to keep it a secret, and then they don't have anyone to share in the joys or in the hard times with. And so that accountability is just not really there in their life. And they've separated it from people that they love or from people giving them encouragement. And we want to show them that not only will we come love on them on those posts and share those, you know, I love to do on the team thread, first post alert, like everyone go love on this person. They're being vulnerable. They're sharing that they're doing something new. And not only will they see that we love on them and that we're encouraging them, their friends will see that they're a part of something encouraging. And my hope would be that they have some family members and friends that would come on and encourage them too. Even if no one ever buys any product from them, that accountability and that encouragement can really be a difference maker for someone in starting these products. But a lot of times they will have someone who wants more information or who would do this with them. And if they start with a partner, not only will they earn $25 every time that happens, which is super wonderful for that person just starting out, they could potentially, you know, stick it out a lot longer and see incredible health results because they've got their buddy doing it with them. Or you may find an accidental business builder where it could change their family's financial future because you helped them share that one time and they saw how simple it was and that they really can change someone's life. So this post is great. It's huge. It's a really big deal and something that I want you all to feel confident in doing. I was helping Kimberly the other day. You know, sometimes we'll just tag someone in these posts or in the shout out post that's on the business page that I'll show you in just a little bit. And we don't actually follow through with helping them make the post. But if you will literally, like we talked about a minute ago, if you give them the direction, hey, copy and paste this into a status tonight between 7 and 9 and throw it up there with a picture, your favorite picture of yourself, you know, like people are more apt to do that if we just give them that simple direction and say, basically, I want you to see how loved you are and encouraged you are, and that people will be excited for you to start this. And if we might be able to change one other person's life by helping them get started with you, you might earn a little cash and we might be able to help some of the people that you love too, like win-win. So let's do that tonight. And then follow up with them that maybe they got scared and they didn't do it that night. Well, let's do it tomorrow morning. Just to be able to stay on people. If they don't do it, that's fine. We're not going to hound them forever. But most people will do that and they'll see some great encouragement and results and it will really bless them. Another post that's in this welcome unit is our dosage and getting started post. This is really helpful. You don't have to be a product guru. You don't have to, you know, have all of the answers, because right here, this is how we're going to get them started. They're going to start slowly, and all of this explains why that is. And so to tag someone in this, they've got a 90-day plan right here. So that is showing them, hey, here's 3 months of how this is supposed to go down. That means what? They're supposed to take their products for at least 3 months, right? We want them to know that from the beginning. If they haven't understood that in your conversation thus far, we want them to make sure to understand we're going to start a little bit slower, but we're going to stretch this out. And the first 90 days are crucial. And this is what we're going to follow. So this is something that we're going to check back in on, and I'm going to help you with your dosage. But this is what it's going to look like for the most part if you don't hear from me or if I have trouble getting in touch with you. This is going to be great for them, especially those type A's who want something in writing to follow. This is going to be helpful for them. And then, of course, one of my favorite posts, I'm sorry, I clicked on the whole thing. One of my favorite posts is this, be your best advocate or your best asset on this journey, but something that we've always loved. I have seen this post floating around for the last 3 years I've been in Plexus, and it just is still so helpful because this is a piece of the health puzzle, you guys. If people are still sitting on the couch and still eating fast food every single day and drinking Starbucks 8 times a day, they're not going to see the results that they're hoping to see, or as good of results that they're hoping to see. As fast as they want to see them. But if they will follow these 7 habits of highly effective Plexus users, which are, number 1, patience. Make sure that they don't have unrealistic expectations for their health journey. Consistency. You got to take the step every day if you want your body to be turning over new cells and all of that. Like, consistency is important. Hydration, water, water, water. Willpower. They do have to want this just a little bit. Commitment to not quit. Positivity, to see the non-scale victories and to be excited even with little things, y'all. We get excited about detox because guess what? Even detox means that this is working. Even a detox headache or being tired or sluggish can be exciting if you will be excited about it, because it means that your body is beginning the healing process. So these are things that we want them to kind of wrap their brain around in the beginning. And you don't have to tag people in all of these from on day 1. But that's a great thing to have in mind. Like, within the first week, I at least want to tag people in that welcome unit. Okay, there it is. Welcome to the family. Okay, so those are really the main things. On this page, some other fun things that you're going to see us posting about is just motivation, some testimonies that'll be great for you to be able to tag people in. We're going to have lots of great product information. As my no makeup face from earlier, like encouraging people to get moving, to keep going. Gratitude journal. I want to hit on these. I know we were running out a little bit of time. I don't want to hold you forever tonight, but the gratitude journal is a huge deal, y'all. I think this is one of the funnest things that we can do together because I don't know about y'all, I'm awful at diaries and keeping your legit journal every day. But to see other people post in here and it'll pop it up on my newsfeed, it reminds me to throw in something that I'm grateful for that day. So participate in that. Encourage your friends to participate in that because you could turn someone's day around by reminding them to be grateful. It really does a whole heck of a lot for someone's mindset to focus on something they can be grateful for instead of something that they don't have, right? So let's be that for people. And then there's this one with the flowers. This is prayer requests. If there's ever anything that you're going through personally or someone in your family is going through, please feel free to share that there so that we can be praying for you and lifting you up in those areas. So lots to learn, lots to be excited about on here, and always fun stuff to involve yourself, but also to help your people be involved in too. All right, for part 2, we are heading over to our second business page, or our second page, which is our business essentials page. As corny as I am, y'all, I just can't help, the corniness just flows out of me. So my essentials are sign, subscribe, share, and silver. If you are working this business, those things need to be like tattooed on the inside of your eyelids. Like, this is the goal, that we are signing people up every month. We're helping them have their subscription on so that they see the benefits of these products and that they'll order. Y'all, 80% of people that don't have a subscription on will not order a second time. People get busy, money goes elsewhere, whatever it is. We want to help them see success and results and not waste their money. So sign them up, make sure their subscription's on, and help them share immediately. Just like we talked about on the last page, sharing is so important for people's success, for their investment in themselves and in this journey. People are watching, right? They'll know that if they quit or give up, people will know. But also they may find people to jump on with them, and then you're growing your team and tapping into new networks of amazing people that you can bless. And also you may find an incredible business builder in your level 2 or 3 down there from having these sharing and shout outs and stuff. And then ultimately we want to get everyone we can Silver, within their first 60 days for sure, because we're helping people put money toward their products. We're helping start that ripple effect in your business. And you guys, a lot of people that go silver, they're not going to quit their products because they're earning money every month toward them. And so they're going to see greater health benefits too by us helping them get started quicker. So that silver duplication is really how to grow a strong and healthy business. It's not about finding a rock star who's going to shoot you to emerald in 5 months. Like, I mean, that would be nice. But a strong foundational business is on helping people share, get 1 or 2 ambassadors, help them go silver within their first 60 days, and continue personally recruiting and helping other people do that too. That helps you build a strong foundation in your business. So again, just like in our other page, we've got some announcements here at the top. Our calendar, which is, you know, again, we talked about this before, but we're basically going to have a similar layout in our business calendar every month. And that is to create consistency and something that you can rely on in order to work your business well and know, hey, I'm following up with these people. Oop, it's the second Thursday. You know, I didn't have one last month. There's real people, real stories right here. They happen every other Thursday. So I can be following up and help someone plug into that. Or you know that a 7-day trial is coming up sometime this month. And so that person who just keeps saying, oh, not now, well, not now, oh, this isn't a good time. Hey, how about this? In a couple weeks, we've got a 7-day trial. It's only $20 to get 7 sticks of Slim. I'll mail it to you tomorrow. What do you say? You know those things are coming, and so you can plug into them and help your new people plug into them easily too. So this calendar is here. It's tagged at the top of the page. So you'll be able to follow on. Here we are. It's the 8th, and we're here on this team call. Day 1 of the Spooktacular IPA Challenge is up on the page today. So if you see that, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that was this week. You can go plug into that. So that is that. And then also in the announcement is another one of my face. It's another video that we have made to welcome people to, like I just said, this page. Being so excited that they're here investing in not only their health journey, but now into other people's health journeys and into their financial future of their family, that this is a great opportunity. We want them to understand what we're about. And here are some fun little things. But this is a place where you're going to welcome your new business builders. And see, we've only got 19 comments on here. So it's probably something that we just haven't been using a whole lot when we're adding people to this page. But you've got someone who wants to work the business, you'll add them to this page and welcome them here so we can say, we're so excited for you. Can't wait to celebrate you going silver very soon. Do you know what I mean? Like just getting them involved and have them hear the heart of our team there. So further into our discussion, obviously we've got, things that are going up on the page every day. This was just about our team call and our IPA thing. This is about our 7-day trial. If you haven't checked out that, you definitely want to start sharing about that now. But again, the discussion, you could scroll for ages and ages and ages, right? We're just all expert scrollers on our phones. But what we want you to know is that when you get on here, if you need some direction on where to plug someone in or what you need to look at, here's the units again. And if you're on your phone, if you'll pull up the movers or the business essentials page, you will see units right under this beautiful picture. It will say discussion about units. Click on units. And on your phone, it even looks better and less confusing than it does on the computer, because on here, there's a lot more things that I'm able to do with it. So on your phone, you're just going to see those posts or these little lists. And so things for this month, I've always got a unit that's got important information for the current month, whether that's incentives that are going on, the calendar, that diamond leadership opportunity is still tagged here, and the super silver incentive is still tagged here because that's still going on this month. So these are things you won't have to scroll through the team page to find. They're important this month, then they're going to be right there. And if you see something in the page that you think should be in one of these, then just let me know and we'll make sure and get it added in there. So the essentials. So if our page is named Business Essentials, then we want to make sure that we are explaining, that we're explaining to people what the essentials are. Do you know what they are and why they're important? So the business essentials are sign, and here, look, how do you sign people up and why is it important to sign people up over the phone or yourself? It's all right here. All of these things that you would need to sign someone up are just right there. Subscribe, like we talked about, we want to help everyone have their subscription on. Here are some things as to why and how, and even some more pictures to help get those subscriptions on if someone needs help turning that on. And the shout out post, again, we want to be helping people share. So if you've tagged them on that other page, here again is some more verbiage, basically the same thing to copy and paste to send them. This one does have a little bit more info once they've done that initial shout out post for people liking and commenting on their post. So we want them to be responding as well. So these are things that you can be directing people to do. Hey, you have 10 likes on that Plexus on your post that you shared yesterday. Send this simple message to those people, just thanking them for giving you your support. Starting those conversations just can help, conversations start and keep going. And then of course, if anybody is interested, then to start a 3-way chat so that you can help them in those conversations, and that verbiage is right here too. So this is, in a nutshell, helping someone make their first post and how to respond to likes and comments on that post. It's all right here. And number 3 is still the same S. It's still a share, but we also want to help people trigger who they might already be knowing. So that post is going to be great to see who's paying attention to their social media that might reach out to them. But we want people to understand when you start this business, you do need to reach out to people, because that is how you're going to grow your business, is by starting conversations with people. So this 10 easiest and 10 best is a great post. We want someone to be comfortable enough to just have 20 people, 10 of your easiest people, 10 of your best. It's all right here, of course, on how to do that and what to send them if they respond. But then too, if someone's really ready to run and wants to work this business like for real, we don't let them stop at 10 easiest and 10 best, because that's a walk in the park. And so we also have right here the link to our 64 list, memory jogger. So that's 64 people that we would want to help them reach out to in their first 30 days. You guys, people are going Fast Start Gold using this method really like a lot more than I feel like I used to see that happen. And it's just because we're training people to reach out to people and to start those conversations earlier. And within that first 30-day period, you never know who's going to respond and who we can help them join on. So that's great. This video is amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, this is basically what we have based our entire system around. And that is that silver duplication and just helping people just get plugged in, whether they're just taking the products to share. And of course, if they're doing the business, this is an amazing. She is about to be the third in the company of be a double diamond. And she's done it in 3 years. She joined when I did. Okay, so if that doesn't light a fire under your hiney, I don't know what will. I'm emerald, and she is about to go diamond for the second time. And it's because she created systems really early on, and she's duplicated those easy systems and silver duplication from the beginning. And so again, that's what we want to do here, is make this simple. It's not a difficult business. And so by duplicating this and by doing these same things over and over again, creating these systems, I really hope that this benefits you and blesses your businesses, but also your minds. I don't want you having to go cuckoo just trying to figure out how to work your business. Some other fun units that are in here, just so you know, you don't have to scroll through the pages to find this information. Building a high five unit. So we know the high five is something that if you're really wanting to sit down and work your business every single day, the high five is a great place to start by doing that. So more information about that is here. The high five in a nutshell, and that form that we use to track that if you're interested in doing that. And some cold messages and stuff are right there. The how we get paid unit has 2 posts in it. This is about the compensation plan. So if you are someone on your team needs to know about how we get paid, make sure you're not having to scroll down and like, where is that picture of the wallet? Oh my gosh, I've been looking for 30 minutes. It's right here. Just click on units and it's right here. How we get paid. Tag them in, guys. That will take you 30 seconds instead of scrolling for 10 minutes where you could have gone and sent messages or, been playing with your kid and now you're frustrated. You've been looking at your phone trying to find a post for 30 seconds. Like, you know what I mean? So utilize these to save you some time. This one, I'm just building things in as we see stuff, but social media tips. This is another one. If you've got someone who's having trouble or wanting to learn about posting on Facebook or Instagram, then here this is. That daily posting ideas is awesome for newbies. It gives them 25 posts And I think they just posted another one of those last week in the other page, in our uplines page. So I might throw another one in there. It's 30 days of posting, which is really great. So social media tips, use these, train your team on these. And then Plexus perks, we're really, I'm starting to build this one too. Y'all, Plexus just offers some stinking amazing perks for us. And I don't think that we talk about them enough. And so some of our new friends may not even know what is available to earn or to go for, like the 700 Club or the 500 Club, all of these amazing prizes. Of course, you click on these and they're all posts. These are posts that are in the discussion. They're just, again, they're organized over here. So, we've got the lifestyle bonus or a Lexus. Like, you get to pick now if you want a free Lexus or if you want 70% of that as a cash value to use on whatever you want. Like, that's a big deal. We want people to know about that. The Consistency Club, these are some amazing prizes that can be earned from now through December if we are consistent in working our business by adding either one ambassador and one customer, 2 ambassadors or 2 customers, and or 3 ambassadors and 3 customers, with qualifying numbers and stuff. If you want more info on that, go find this post, comment on it, and we'll make sure you know what you're shooting for this month. And the Silver Stars trip, y'all, if we're focusing on silver duplication, sometime in the next 6 months, we are going to celebrate someone on our team earning this trip. And we're going to frickin' have a party like nobody's business, because this trip is amazing, you guys. You get a free, all expenses paid trip and spa day and everything. You get to sit down to dinner with our CEOs and presidents. No other companies do this, like, at all. And they say, I want to say like 90% of the people that win the Silver Stars trip go on to become Jewel ambassadors. So this is definitely something that we want to encourage people to be shooting for. And if you are a gold or senior gold ambassador, like, silver duplication is where it is, and you can earn this trip. I can't earn this trip anymore, y'all. Only senior rubies and below can earn the Silver Stars trip. So I'm excited to celebrate whoever one of you gets it. And the next unit, right now I'm going to be building, I forget what other one that I was thinking about. Anyway, but these are units. These are there. These are like textbooks. In my brain, I like to think of it as like training textbooks, right? So like, I need to know about the compensation plan. Oh, I'm going to go over here to the unit library and pick out the one about how we get paid. And or like, what are the essentials? How do I get someone started? Oh, I'm just going to go over here to the unit library and pick those out. Like, use it that way. It's not something extra. It's not something new. It's just a different place where things are organized and you can find them quickly, and it streamlines that process for you, so you're not just scrolling like, oh yeah, that post is important. Oh yeah, that one's important. What else is down here? That's going to happen naturally for sure, but I want to make sure that you know where the important things are to train your teams. So let me make sure that I got all of that on there. Calendar, yes. So awards and stuff, I do want to just hit on that at the end. You guys, we do awards. Let me get out of stopping sharing so you're not just staring at my Facebook anymore. Hi. We do awards every month. There are awards that you can earn, whether it's just our team awards or it is like the 300, 500, 700 club. Like, there's always an incentive to grow and to work your business, you guys. I am watching our other leaders, Jessica Heffley, Tamara Holloway, Abby, they're all on our pages. They see who's involved and they see the people that are taking time to grow their business and tag people. They're looking at their back office. They know when you're adding people. And they see when your name is at the tops of their list for recruiting. You guys, they know who you are. Whether or not they've spoken to you or sent you a message or any of that stuff, they're seeing who you are. Like, you are not just a number. You are not just a name in someone's back office. Like, they see us. And so I want you to know I'm watching too. I see you, and I'm always looking, the 3 things that I'm looking for, every month is our top business builder for our team, who is really just like sharing without abandon and adding people to their team. Our top leader, who is not only doing those things, but also duplicating and helping their team go silver and doing shout out posts, like who is being a good leader to their team and involving them in what's going on. And then a good teammate, MJ, she was our teammate of the month last month. Y'all, it is important for us to love on our friends and our team, but for sure we're a community of people. So when we have friendly faces that are involved, it's just so important to the culture of who we want to be as a team. And so those are 3 things that I celebrate every month. Like you for sure can be any one of those any month that you want to be. So if something like recognition is important to you, then strive for those things. I'm going to be building a rank, like how to go silver, how to go gold, how to go senior gold, how to go, ruby, all of those things. That's going to be a unit sometime too. But of course, I just don't want to overwhelm the page. We're getting there. It's only been 2 months, right? So if you have other ideas of things that you'd like to see in those units, or like, I get that this is what's here, but when I'm getting someone started, this is always something where I'm wondering, what should I tell them, or how should I get them plugged in? Ooh, that made me think. There is a really good post on there too of like what to do when people are interested. So I'll find a place to tag that into a unit, because that's that like step-by-step verbiage for people while they're sharing and messaging people. But anyway, questions. It is past 10 o'clock. I do apologize, but I really wanted to make sure that you guys are at least getting a good overview of what I've put out there, and then we can tweak and do some more things later. But any questions so far? Clear as mud? Are you talking about people being interested in the business? Yes. For what part? Yeah. Yes, especially for people interested in the business, we want them to have clear-cut goals. Like eventually I think we'll have for sure like that. Step 1 always is going to be just shout out posts and have them do the 10 and 10 or the 64 list. Like I feel like what I used to do was kind of cater training to what someone said they wanted to do, right? Like, oh, I'm all in, like, I want to do this. And then I'm like, okay, well, here's this information, here's this, and like, let's make a list of 100 people. And then they're like, don't talk to me again for like 3 days, right? And so I think a good gauge for everybody is, okay, it's the same steps for everyone. You want to get started in this business, how fast you do it is totally up to you, but first step is do a shout out post. Second step is make this list of your 10 easiest and 10 best. And if you want to go further than that, here's the list of 64 that you can work on tonight. As soon as that's done, we're going to get those up and I'm going to help you share with them. Y'all, if someone does those steps in 2 days and messages all of those people within their first week, then they're probably a serious business builder. That's going to help you gauge where to best spend your time and your heart, because sometimes it can be really disheartening when someone thinks, they're not lying, they just think that they want it, or they do, they just don't know what it entails, right? They don't really realize that they're gonna have to do this stuff or actually have to work, and the money's not just gonna fall in their pocket. So these simple steps that we're giving someone is gonna be a great gauge for you as well on maybe how big their influence is, how many 3-way chats are you getting into, how many people commented. Okay, you know what, we need to work on social media presence. If nobody's even seeing your post, that means you're probably not engaging on it. You know what I mean? Like, so many things can happen in training that person because they've done steps 1, 2, and 3. And what happens there, their response, their quickness to do it, and people's response to them can really help us know where to go from there and how to get them silver first. It's always silver is step 1, whether they do it in a week or they do it in 60 days or it takes them 6 months. That's the first goal. Once they go silver, and if they do it quickly or they're responding to people quickly or sending out those messages, then we can have that conversation about Fast Start Gold. That's 20 people in 30 days. But you don't necessarily want to have that conversation with everyone that jumps on your team, because it might seem a little bit daunting or overwhelming for them. So yes, those simple steps. Anyone who's interested in the business, we're adding them to the Business Essentials page, welcoming them on the video, and then getting them plugged in with that shout out post and those lists. And so we can maybe streamline another unit. I didn't want to add too many in the beginning, but maybe another unit would be good of like, hey, your brand, or just getting started or something, and with those steps 1, 2, and 3. We'll see how that evolves. But for now, this is where that information is. And privately, if you want to get back with me on some feedback or some like encouragement or whatever it is that you feel about this stuff is helpful to me, so I know how to continue moving forward and doing some of this stuff for you guys, and how to plug you into moving forward in that too. Any more questions before we end tonight?
Nope, it was awesome.
Awesome. I'm so excited, you guys. Again, I really want to encourage you. This season can be so fun for us. regardless of numbers and points and all of that. This is a holiday season week. We've got a lot of fun stuff planned, but we can just have fun with this and love on our people, and try and grow our team the best that we can, and then just continue to use this season for what it is and just have a blast doing it together. And I hope a lot of you are planning on coming to my house to make Christmas cookies. I'm going to open up a Zoom channel for those of you who want to hold a Christmas cookie party at your own home, far away from me. If you're, I'm looking at Josie in Pittsburgh. I don't expect her to fly down for a cookie party, but have one at your place, and we can do a Zoom in from your party to our party. That would be super fun on December 1st in the afternoon. That would be a lot of fun. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll get this recording up so you can tag your friends, your people, your uplines, your sidelines, whoever you saw that was not here tonight that would get, oh, you're working. That's okay. We'll Zoom you in. You can hop in on your phone, and we'll bring you some Christmas cookies later. All right, love you guys. Good night.